The Magister...
What? No, you said you'd help. You promised. I'll see you in the Hall of Echoes.
There were bad things down there, but you don't smell very good either. Are you a bad thing? That's what a bad thing would say.
Aye, the giant takes...
acclaimed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make the Master sing a very different kind of song.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of death fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.
Oh. I was just thinking about someone I used to know. My cousin, the Queen, in fact. A tyrant. I tried to stop her, but things don't always go according to plan. She cast me out to a forgotten island, and made short work of my allies, too. Lucky for me, I was able to commandeer a ship, and began a new life for myself, out on the high seas. Aye, but I hear that the Queen is at it again, and there's something darker behind her madcap schemes this time. If I don't stop her, I don't know who will.
All my life, I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who, or what, is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
Don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world. Trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
Meet your maker.
Nice try. Greet the Reaper.
Meet your Reaper.
Better luck next time.
Greet the Reaper.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
You're not trying to
Glory is my...
You're not trying to excrete the... I'll yield to none!
Prepare yourself.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Easy now. No need to hurry.
Well, look what the dog dug up. You're lucky they didn't notice just how thin you were under those bandages. Although, seeing someone wrapped up like that, they probably thought you had the scabbing plague. Heh? Look, better keep that hood down, mind you. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
Rubbish. When animals die, freight or food.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Banded like a chicken's leg, but not much meat on your bones. That may be so, but look at the flies. Ban wisdom. Flies know when a creature will die. And it's around your head they're buzzing, not mine.
With two shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger.
triggered something.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to... In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several days.
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment to give you a...
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Sauce. For good. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those Sauce spells of yours? See what happens.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul.
You better stop before you hurt yourself. There you have it. See? The collar's function. For your own peace of mind, of course. You've been collared, and you've been told why. There really is no need for...
Good gods. There's been a murder here.
A young magister...
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
She looks up at you with a...
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Finn was killed by... It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you see the evidence in front of you. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of... Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks. I just want to catch whoever...
Be good, you scallywags.
You, Jill, is that right?
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly, deathly allergical. How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles to P. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a...
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right.
Kid, you been down by the room up the hall?
No.
You sure about that?
No.
What's your name?
No.
Gods, didn't your mother teach you any manners?
She got eaten by a void woken.
Forget it.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day. You take care, though. Nope, trying not...
Suddenly, as quickly as they...
Good luck, Chief.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with him.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
You! Sorcerer! Blood? No! Go!
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Why won't you sing? I forgot how to sing. I did.
Well, well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
There's some discoloration, as well as a rather disconcerting lack of tongue and gums, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after. The very basics, then. I suppose that's a start. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate. As per your own testimony, you can cook, tailor, and groom. Well, that just about settles it. I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
What are you trying to hear anyway? I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Of course you accept. Mine wasn't an offer, it was an order.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mest.
Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy. Now shoo!
We've got this wolf on a leash now.
Soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions.
Dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never
He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling.
And?
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Sick as a leper's cat. From the state of it, I'd say... But there's more. Listen there now.
Squeak!
Aha.
His eyes snap.
There. No burden.
The dwarf.
That'll be all.
He... An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a
One of them. I know it. Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your bandages, rubbing them between his fingers.
Fascinating.
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle. Tell me, what do you know of our world's history? Oh, please. I have no interest in that. Your books are too full of it already. No, I want to know about the Celestial. I want to know about your gods. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what... Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Where are the others of their kind? Of course you don't have any useful information. Why did I expect anything else?
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty.
Now please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his eyes off his book or respond to your questions.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Here to register. You faring okay so far? Glad to hear. You head on in now.
Keep with those bubbles trained on her, and if she tries to...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous...
So you admit it then?
Yes, I did.
She turns her head and looks...
There are others whose luck...
Good. You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan.
By all means.
She reaches for her...
I'm just a...
Subdue me!
She smiles.
Press...
What's happened?
Ifan lies, his eyes... Ifan cries...
What happened?
Water? Why?
The lizard's eyes close.
This thing snaps into splinters. Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid! No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to. Please, I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive... A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands. Indeed. Just as sensible as getting off a sinking ship and leaving a fellow to his business. I would say good day, but it seems quite likely that you're about to die a rather terrible death, so...
The skeleton shrugs casually and returns to his book.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. Gods, I need to get off the ship.
lifeboat. That means there's still a chance.
You do it.
Shut your trap, kid.
The dwarf.
Said there were
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time to get...
There's a ladder.
You're gonna be the...
Wait.
That's where you make first.
If you can walk, get yourself up. Wait! Find Woken!
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Let the games begin.
I've faced worse.
They who are about to triumph.
Away! The
I hear
sea's hungry. We don't have much time.
It's Magister Siwa. I want... Sounds like she needs help.
Wait! We need to wait!
That thing! There's no time.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems something wanted me alive. Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship.
Look here, Quercus. Another giant. My word, this blast. Was that? But that... We need only... Now...
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned, let's just forget about it. You may as well have your freedom. Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound...
He sighs.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Memories.
He looks out over the water.
I see.
There's...
I've covered so even as the... Of course... Yes. Is it an audience you desire?
A black cat. Some would see this as an omen.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me. Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have—
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapee.
If you can tell the Godwoken...
This can't be serious.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness.
What a waste.
Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of...
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cunt, you are. I'm not mad,
I
darling.
don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue jester this round.
What of it?
Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
Don't like the game.
But why? When another divine arises, will source change back?
So this is Fort Joy.
A delivery. Surely you have one.
Disaster.
I've got that special shipment you was asking after.
Snake face.
The dog focuses at the cat at your... Amid the squad, she was the one. Her no sooner
You see,
of this,
but I she in that make it
with
did she? Let's just as a rogues that
you're not.
they're ravaged among the ruins.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas. He must escape. He can...
Will you quit dragging this on? Pay that on, let's see. Just hand over the gold. You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone?
The man scowls at you.
I thought I might see if you... You're lost.
Will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers? Yet so quickly we find sources again.
Mind your manners, Ram. Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
I've got that special shipment you was asking after. Big appointment.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Is that thing eating corpses?
Bad luck to let one of them crosses your path. How bad is it if they die on it?
Disgusting like threats?
Brave God, will you quit dragging?